Hi everyone, welcome to the next show. This time, Apple and Blackcurrant Squash. Why not, right? There'll also be a following video being Apple and something else squash, because when I was out shopping for all these, strangely enough, I noticed quite a few Apple and something else flavours. So I thought I'd pick those up along the way, just in case. And yeah, that'll be another video for another day. So, I hope you like Apple and Blackcurrant Squash or an Apple and something squash. As ever, we'll start off with the stats. Yeah, unsurprisingly with this, quite similar. So it could be a quick run through. Equally, so you know, all the dilutions are 1 to 9, other than in a couple of examples in which I'll point out to you that they're 1 to 4. So first up, price. Best ones, if you're just going by stock of the what's in the bottle price, you've got Lidl, Aldi, Morrisons Savers, Sainsbury Hubbards, Asda SmartPrice, and Asda's normal one, go figure, as well as Sainsbury's Stockwell's one, which are all at 5 pence per 100 ml. But if you break it down into being per 100 ml of made up volume, then your best two are Lidl and Aldi at 0.52 pence per 100 ml. Nice. Worst on the other hand, you've got Waitrose and Robinsons as the standard volume ones, being worst off at 15 pence per 100 ml, and worst on our diluted value is the Waitrose at 3 pence. Okay, energy values. Best off goes to Tesco Stockwell ones, which are less than 1 calorie per 100 ml of drink. Yeah. Worst off though, it's Waitrose again, but a whopping 19 calories, which was very much the exception, and I did double check those figures. I was quite surprised. Yeah, everything else seemed to be sort of 1 to 2 calories, so not sure what makes theirs quite so high. I'm guessing they've got a bit of sugar in there or such. Fats and saturated fats I'm going to skip over because it's essentially all zeros or 0.01s all over the place. So it just essentially they're all the same for that. With sugars, your best off is Lidl and Asda SmartPrice at 0.2 grams. Worst offender is Waitrose at 4.6. Although this all said, Robinsons are quoting 0, so I guess they're actually best, really. But still seems a little bit strange. Salt figures, again, it's not huge figures, but Lidl once again leading the way with 0.02, and depends how much a trace is, because Morrisons High Juice is also quoting a trace of salt. Worst on the other hand being Morrisons Savers at 0.28. Okay, and then a final couple of stats to finish off with is the level of fruit juice within each one. So the level of apple and blackcurrant respectively. Best off is Waitrose and Morrisons High Juice, both of which are throwing out 45% apple juice from concentrate and 5% blackcurrant juice, again from concentrate. Worst on the other hand is Sainsbury's Hubbards, which is 4% apple juice and 1 of blackcurrant, although Morrisons Savers also only quotes 5% fruit juice combined, so that could be the same figures there, but can't give you the breakdown as they don't give the breakdown. Right, and say talking through the thing on when it comes to texture, unless something particularly feels really weird, which I very much doubt, given they're all squash, they're all going to get the standard 8 for texture. Right, first up, Lidl's, under the name of Linthouse, made with 20% juice. Right. Okay, flavour, not that great, but oh, he's going to be a 35 to start out. The unsurprisingly quite sweet, and it's a sweet flavour too. Yeah, so 35 is about right. As flavour accuracy, it's not especially apple or blackcurrant-y. It is kind of just a sweet, like a boiled sweet kind of flavour. So yes, it is through a little bit, but if someone handed me that on the street and said, "What flavour is this?" I'd probably just get confused and run away, or not. But I wouldn't particularly hold my hands up with 100% to say it's apple and blackcurrant. Therefore, it's going to be 11. It's hinting there, but a bit too sweet. Okay, submission number 2 comes from Aldi in the form of Sun Quench. See how they do. Remarkably similar, but yet slightly better flavour. I'm not going to say by a huge amount. It's a bit more fruity by comparison. Less of a sweet, but still fairly sweet. So we're going to go for a 37, just to bump it up a bit on the flavour. Flavour accuracy, as I was saying, it's a little bit more fruity, but still very similar kind of appley, maybe blackcurrant, maybe flavour to it. So let's go for 12. Okay, next up is the first of our 1 to 4 dilution ones in the form of Morrisons Savers. So, see how they try. I'd say getting better, but I don't think it's massively different, to be honest. It sits between the two in terms of flavour. It's a little bit fruity, but not quite maybe as well as the Sun Quench just previous. So let's go 36 on flavour, and it's not more watery a flavour, but it's not a strong flavour, but equally it's not a sweet one, which is good, I guess. So let's put that at 12, because it's fruity, but again it's still kind of a undescribed fruity, maybe apple, maybe blackcurrant. Right, onwards we go to the Morrisons standard one. Now the observant of you will have already noticed it's slightly empty by comparison to all the rest, and that's because it's the missus's normal squash when she goes for a squash. So still a fair one for me. I don't really drink the stuff, or not very often anyway, and I've not had any of this, so there you go, that's the reasoning. And back to a 1 to 9, here goes. Okay, flavours a nicer one, again not too sweet, but again it's still nothing like where you go, ooh, that's really tasty. It's gonna be 39 for flavour. As to accuracy, as I say, it's still nothing going, yes, I'm appley blackcurrant, blah. But there's a hint of it on the back of the tongue, I guess, as an after flavour, so we'll bump it up 1 to 13. Righty-ho, and on to our next submission, which is Morrisons High Juice Apple and Blackcurrant, 50%, way. So you know, this is also our next 1 to 4 contender. Let's see how it does. That is, it's I can say it's sweet, but it's not like a sweet, it's more of a fruit sweet, which I suppose, given it's 50% fruit, isn't too surprising. Flavour though is kind of on par with the previous Morrisons. It's nice, I guess, given that it's not so just sweet, but then neither massively was the previous Morrisons. So yeah, let's stick to 39. And flavour accuracy, it's still 13 because it's not screaming apple. It's not screaming blackcurrant, I suppose. Is it? 13.5. It's a little bit of a step towards a more accurate flavour, but still not gonna take you down the memory lane of an apple and blackcurrant wonder world. Right, and we'll move on to Waitrose Essentials. Yeah, I was a bit surprised to see a double entry from Waitrose, both a standard and a Savers one, so good on you. Let's see how your economy essentials one stacks up. Pretty snazzy, really. That's pretty good. On the blocks, I'm going to say 39 for flavour. Again, it's not too sweet. It's just a nice squash like you'd want from a squash, I guess. Flavour accuracy, it's still, no wonder world. But you know what, it's still going to get 12.5. Okay, and straight on from that is the higher end Waitrose one, with the 50% juice, and of course a 1 to 4, which is our last 1 to 4. All the rest are 1 to 9. Let's see, down the hatch. Remarkably unremarkable. That tastes quite watery, so very much a disappointment. We're going to go for a 30 with flavour, just because the watery is just taken away. As for accuracy, 10. It's fruit flavour, but washed out. Not impressed. Bit surprising, really. Okay, next up is Sainsbury's. They're by Hubbards food store. I guess it's their sort of budget range one from Sainsbury's. So let's see how it tastes. Okay, we're back in the land of sweet and not much to it. We'll hit that up at 35 for flavour. It's not particularly great. Not overly sweet, but just a little bit there, quite frankly. As to accuracy, 10 really. I suppose it's not that fantastic. Right, and now the standard offering from Sainsbury's. Let's see how they can perform normally. Better on the flavour, that's for sure. Still quite a sweet one, so it's going to be 37 for flavour, and accuracy, still nothing impressive, but a little edge more fruitiness by comparison to their earlier one. It'll be 11 for that. Okay, next up is Co-op, and yeah, just Co-op submission. Let's have a taste. Pretty good. I'm going to say 38 for flavour. Quite fruity, so we'll go for 13 for accuracy. Yeah, 13 for accuracy. Yeah, a fruitier offering by comparison to quite a few of the previous ones. Okay, next in line is the Asda SmartPrice. Fairly weak flavoury, not quite as watery as the Waitrose High Juice, but still pretty poor. It's going to be 33 for flavour and accuracy 10. So it's a little bit washed out, but not quite so bad. And to follow on, the normal Asda. Fairly nice flavour. It's going to be 37, but it's quite a sweet one too. So accuracy it's only 11 because it's got its edge just cut off by a bit of sugar. But not too bad really. Pretty standard squash fare, shall we say. Moving on, we've now got Robinsons, which is our sort of branded contender for this round. And yeah, let's see how these head on. Okay, but yeah, you can taste a better flavour there. That's for sure. It's going to be 42 for flavour. As to accuracy, it can kind of almost taste like an apple-y flavour to it. Yeah. Blackcurrant maybe not quite so much, but I expect if I'd had more I could probably pin it out. So I'm going to go 15 for accuracy there. Good job. Okay, we're into our sort of final shop now, which was Tesco's, and we've got their TE Stockwell, which is their sort of budget option for this up first. Again, not too bad. That's for a budget one. We're gonna say 38 for flavour, but accuracy of 11. It's, you know, a nice enough flavour, but could you really say much towards what it is? Probably not, but nice enough. Again, a standard sort of fare squash. Okay, and on to last but not least, standard Tesco's. Let's go for it. Okay, fairly nice, but I'd probably have said more along the lines of cherry in terms of flavour. So 38 for flavour, but accuracy is going to be 10, just because it's tasting like a different fruit. Yeah, but otherwise it'd be quite nice. There you have it, people. I know it was quite close, and I guess it's probably expected to be quite close. But I was expecting to be a little bit more impressed with some of the high juices with 50% fruit juice in. Yeah, here's a look at you, Waitrose. You lost. I just feel so surprised and quite disappointed by that, really. I was expecting a lot better and quite frankly disappointed. Hats off though to Robinsons. Sometimes brand leaders just get it right, and in this instance you did. Congratulations. And yeah, I guess we'll see if the missus swaps over to drinking yours. I'm not in control of that. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you listed as a watcher, I guess. As ever, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you've got any comments, questions, just pop them on down below. Let me know what if you've had a disappointing experience with any sort of flavours of drinks or anything else, to be honest. And equally any ideas of what you want to see come up next, because it's here for you to help you guys out. So let me know what you want to see, and catch you in the next video. Bye.